Welcome back to the channel. So today I got something a little bit special here. It's the 2022 Alpina B8 Gran Coupe. It's in black sapphire. I didn't get the spec of this one. It is for store inventory. And hopefully you can tell by the distinctive Alpina 21-inch 20-spoke wheels. I think a very, very gorgeous looking car. So let's take a look at the details of the Alpina B8. So it's powered by the N63 4.4 liter twin turbo V8. However, it's been tuned a bit. It's got 612 horsepower, which puts it just below the M8 competition. And in terms of torque, it beats the living snot out of all the other 8 series ones powered by the N63 or S63. It's got 590 pound-feet of torque, so it's torquey. Now Alpina says this thing goes 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, which we know is probably a vast understatement, because I think either Road Track or Motor Trend tested the M8 competition at 2.8 seconds. So you figure a good guess would probably be sub 3. But let's talk more about this beautiful, beautiful 8 Series Gran Coupe in the B8 front. You can see that floating Alpina logo at the front, just below the driver assistance professional radar sensor. So we got beautiful laser lights, nice halos as well, same as the 8 Series. Let's talk the wheels. So distinctive Alpina 20-spoke wheels. That's a historic artifact, I guess, of the design of Alpinas and their wheels and how they came up with the 5 lug nuts and evenly spacing out so you'll bend the wheels. And it's been the legacy of Alpina for probably, what, 50 years or so, as it emerged from the ashes, I guess, of a piano company and morphed into a tuning company and then into its own manufacturer. So you see the Alpina logo there. So obviously it's upside down here, but in the middle of that it's a carburetor and a crankshaft to symbolize the tuning of Alpina and the historic roots. Those gigantic Alpina 6-piston, looks like 6-piston caliper, 6-piston calipers. And you back up, it's a long boy here, so get you that profile of the 8 Series Gran Coupe, which I think is probably one of the best looking BMWs, if not the best looking BMW currently. I go between that and the 8 Series Coupe, but obviously very elegant. Out back we got the Alpina B8 logo, or badging, and in the back a quad exhaust, so it's been tuned differently than the M850, so it's supposed to sound a lot different. I don't know how quite true that is, but I figure they did a pretty good job on that as well. We'll talk about the interior features in just a moment and what you get. We'll take a look at under the hood and some other fine quirks and features, if you will. So if you see any white tape on here, that's because the damn thing wouldn't come off cleanly when it was PDI'd. But detailing will get rid of that as well, since the car has not been detailed. Alright, interior wise we got Fiona red leather, which is quite common on this channel, I think. But it's full merino leather. And unlike the M4 that we'll either see shortly or have already seen, it doesn't have the red contrast stitching. It does have some contrast stitching on the upper part of the door card here. Alright, let's take a step inside this lovely cabin. Alright, looking straight ahead, this is the Alpina live cockpit. So this is in Sport, or Sport Plus, I think. And you can see there's some green highlights there indicating how full your gas tank is on the left, and your oil temp on the right, and your revs as well. So let's see how that looks. So you can see the revs go up. Now, unique to Alpina, I'll go over here and show you, is there's a Comfort and a Comfort Plus. So according to Alpina, it's extra comfortable setting, I guess really nice damping. And you can see the live cockpit has changed, so it's all blue now. There's no longer any green thing, so green would be sporty. But pretty cool setup here. Again, your Alpina logo. Again, this is going to be a common theme, so these Alpina logos are going to show up everywhere. Got your driving assistance professional package, another $1,700. You can see the stitching, hopefully, in green here around the steering wheel. Lovely, lovely touch on Alpina green. And then up at the top half, you have the Alpina blue stitching. So very nice touch, very subtle quirk, if you will. All right, we have glass controls here. You see the 8 is in there. It's hard to see again. Those glass controls. The Alpina logo sort of engraved, I guess, on the glass control for the iDrive controller. Plus the logo here, or plaque, if you will, for BMW Alpina B8. Very, very nice touch. Full merino leather. I don't see any other Alpina logos. We talk about the absence of shift paddles. So I believe this is called Switchtronic. So there's a button, hopefully I can show you in a minute, behind the steering wheel to shift, either adding up a gear or down a gear on the left hand side, just like your paddles, just with buttons. So distinctive feature for Alpina. Let's talk pricing and features on this car. So hopefully you notice that's already got Bowers and Wilkins. So basically $140,000 to start, which I believe is about $7,000 more than the M8 Competition Gran Coupe starting price. So the full Fiona red and black full merino leather is $2,000. Driving assistance package 2, which I guess includes driving assistance professional package as well as the other parking assistance, etc. That's $1,800. We added, I'll show you that in a few minutes, the M carbon roof. So that's $2,800. Bowers & Wilkins sound system, although currently unavailable now for in the orders, $3,400. And that's it in terms of options. So we're talking with the destination charge, just about $151,000, which is not too bad. It's in the ballpark of an M8 competition, but obviously a much different car, more of a grand cruiser with some brute force. Very subtle brute force, I think. But that's about it. Let's take a look at the back seat. We got our Alpina logo here in the door sill, which looks like it's lit up as well. Nice touch. All right, so in the back, it's not really a 5-seater. It's really a 4-seater, even though there's a seat belt here for the unfortunate person stuck in the middle here, basically straddling that center console area here. So it's not a bad place to sit in the back of the Alpina B8. There's a little bit of headroom issue that you'll run into if you're going over bumpy roads or whatever. But very nice climate control system down here. Nice tunnel. Very, very nice in the back seat. But I prefer driving. So there's one thing I forgot to mention is the steering wheel is in the Alpina Lavalina leather. It is extremely soft, very gentle to the touch. I wish the whole car leather interior was made of Lavalina. I don't know what that would cost here in the US. I haven't looked at the ordering guide in quite some time, so apologies on that. But what a leather. All right. Let's go out back here. So I want to show a couple things in the trunk that well, technically are just stored in the trunk. So you can see, hopefully you can see this, the floor mats, black with the red piping, Fiona red, to match your interior. So very nice touch. It's also available on other cars as well, matching with the interior color choice. You got this Alpina sort of, maybe an emboss, I don't know if you call it emboss, but the logo on the floor mat. The other thing in the back, at least for now, is the owner's manual. This case is fantastic. Very nice touch with the blue Alpina blue and the Alpina green. Nice stitching. Very soft leather. I wonder if this is actually Lavalina as well. It's very, very soft. It's at least merino leather, but a very, very nice touch for the owner's manual. At least the case, I should say. All right. So up top we mentioned the carbon fiber roof. You notice the shark fin isn't on the 8 Series Gran Coupe. It wasn't on the 6 Series Gran Coupe as well. So the antenna stuff is integrated into the glass, giving a nice, sleek profile. So we'll pop the hood in just a second. Take a look under the hood, what the Alpina's heart looks like. Although probably buried under a bunch of plastic. Let's take a look. Alrighty, so here's the engine cover. You got your Alpina logo, your V8 logo at the top. Very nice engine cover. Can't see much beyond that. Got your insulation. So let's talk a little bit more about the B8 before we call it a day. So dealers don't get allocations for Alpina B8s or even XB7s. And currently the M760, which is in its last model year, so it's closing out on that. So as I understand it, sort of production slots for the 2022 Alpina B8 are currently sold out. So that is through March of 2022. When the car flips over to a 2023, more production slots will become available. So how that works in terms of ordering, put your order in the order bank, spec it the way you want to, and I'm told within about 2 weeks or so, the factory will pick up your order and put it into production, all scheduled of course, and then put it in production. So production occurs for the most part at BMW plant Dingolfing, which also builds the 7 Series and the 5 Series, and I think also the iX now. So the engine is shipped over, the Alpina tuned engine is shipped over, it's mated there. So it goes through most of the production there, and then it is shipped over to Alpina's plant where they do the finishing touches, all the Alpina specific interior touches as well. So all that's done there, then it's shipped over to you. So the process takes quite a bit of time. So you're probably looking maybe another 4 to 6 weeks of production time if you had gone, say, with an M8 Gran Coupe or even a regular 8 Series Gran Coupe, and then shipped over to your dealer for you to pick up. Or you can also do performance center delivery for the Alpina B8 Gran Coupe. I think that would be a pretty good experience. So I've done performance center delivery once before. It is well worth it. Of course, I wish we could still do European delivery, but that got killed. So maybe that comes back. Maybe if enough of you guys out there complain and hammer BMW North America to bring back that program, I think that would be a nice touch. But that's it for a rather longer tour of the Alpina B8, and we'll see you at the next video.